Hello you guys, and welcome to part 1 of DIYing my Halloween costume for this year. I was gonna make y'all guess, but low-key is pretty easy. Alright, so we're gonna do this from top to bottom. So we're gonna start off with the hat. Low-key, I got so lucky. I found the most perfect hat at Goodwill, but there are a couple of things that we have to do. Okay, so we're gonna start off by punching some holes around the brim of the hat. Tried to make sure that they were spaced out evenly, so I did 3 fingers between each hole. The tool I'm using is called a rotary for leather and fabric. It was low-key ass. I wish the actual hole punch was a lot sharper. It was taking a lot of manpower out of me. Okay, once I was done with the holes, I went outside and I got this fabric spray paint. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared, but once I started seeing the red on there, I was like, oh yeah, baby, this is going to eat. I covered the top part in 1 coat of red, and the reason why I was nervous is because the fabric of the hat is like velvety, and so I wasn't sure how the color was gonna sit on it, but honestly it looked perfect. I let the top part dry for like 5 minutes before flipping it over. I was scared for this part too because I didn't know if the paint was like fully dry and I didn't want to touch it, and I was scared that the paint was just gonna come off on the bag. But painting the bottom of the brim was very important because when I put the hat on, it is very visible. If anybody is following this tutorial, I would recommend covering the middle part, like where your head goes, so that the paint doesn't get in there. I let the first coat dry for about 10 minutes and then I went in with the second coat. Once the second coat was dry, I turned the hat over again and started on the second coat for the top. This is another mistake I made. I spent too much paint on the bottom that I ran out for the top. I was debating if I wanted to go get another can of spray paint, but I decided against it. I hope it's dark and everybody's drunk and nobody notices, and if you do, don't say anything. Okay, to finish the hat, we're gonna pull this yarn through the holes that we made earlier on the brim of the hat. It should start looking something like this. And voila, here's our hat for Miss Jessie.